Didn't feel great. I went ahead and watched the film last night, and it's hard to watch. We played really bad or poorly, and we're down 5 start of the fourth quarter, and then we have 15 turnovers in the fourth quarter, and they extended their 2-2, and we didn't handle it well, obviously, and didn't get shots, but everything. I won't say everything. A lot of things we're doing is correctable with experience. Once you do it several times.
School as we are about ready to roll. As we apologize for the long break there as the game is getting ready to get underway as Grayson County wins the opening tip, as we had some technical difficulties that we had to hopefully fix out. And I think that we have hopefully fixed them for those of you who will want to watch on K105 Digital Productions. As when that comes, we'll hopefully be able to bring you a smoother broadcast, as we had some technical difficulties that we had to work out. We hope that those have been resolved as we are underway here in this evening's game between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs. Lady Cougars are working from left to right on your radio dial. They have the basketball, and off at the free throw line goes Riggs. She's triple teamed and throws it away. She was trying to find Allie Jennings, but Jennings moved over a little bit and has a turnover there for Grayson County. Lady Cougars had a lot of turnovers last night. They had 15 turnovers in the first half of play against, or rather in the fourth quarter against North Hardin last night, a game that they lost by a final score of 49-27. John Hardin with the basketball. They give it inside to Parker, who's in the starting lineup for the Lady Bulldogs, and a three over on the far side is long. An interior pass. Passes down to the free throw line, bounces off of the chest of Drain on the inside. Outside to Parker. Parker bodies up, kicks it out front now. To running the ball is Butler. Butler, an interior pass is thrown away, and possession's going to go towards Grayson County. So your starting lineup for Grayson County is Riggs, Renfro, Perkins, Jennings, and Cave. As Renfro's got to get the basketball in and does just ahead of the clock, and Riggs runs it down. She's trapped in the near corner, and she'll throw it into the middle to Perkins. Perkins has space to move. She carries it over to the far side of the floor, picks up her dribble, splits defenders with a pass outside to Renfro. Renfro out front now to Riggs. Riggs with the basketball straight away, dribbling with the left hand. Riggs going to set up the offense. No score here in tonight's game. 6 minutes, 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. Perkins drives down the left side, and a foul is going to be called on John Hardin. That foul is called on number 5, Paris Parker. That is her first and the team's first of this first half of play. To the free throw line will be Sydney Perkins. She's the Lady Cougars' leading scorer, and the first one is good. So Sydney Perkins getting the start here, and she is a very good free throw shooter. Second free throw coming. It's good. Perkins makes them both. Grayson County has their first lead of the season. It is 2-0, and a foul in the backcourt is going to be called on Arissa Riggs. For Riggs, that is her first and the team's first. As the official said that she got behind her with a little bit of a shove. But this is Grayson County's first lead of the season. They did not lead in either of the first two games. Clay drives downhill down the right side, kicks it over and swings over to the far side. And running the basketball now is Brylan Jackson for John Hardin. To Parker, now out front to Clay. Interior pass, and that one is taken away by Renfro for Grayson County, as John Hardin doesn't have their leading scorer, Sharon Tidwell, on the floor right now. As Tidwell, I'm looking down, she is on the bench. She's just not into the game right now. Off to the right side, it is Perkins. Picks up her dribble. She's double teamed on the far side, and a jump ball is going to be called. Jump ball is going to give John Hardin the basketball. It is 2-0 Grayson County. 5 minutes and 59 seconds to play here in the first quarter. As Kiana Clay, the point guard, running the ball here for John Hardin. She drives down, throws it out to the far side. A three by Paris Parker. The bank is not open, and a long rebound is run down by Kiana Clay. Kiana Clay is the senior guard, and a three from the near side is taken by Brylan Jackson, the sophomore, It's off the mark and rebounded by Riggs for Grayson County. To Renfro, who splits defenders, and a foul is going to be called on Brylan Jackson. That is her first and the team's second. Substitution into the game for John Hardin will be Kristen Kettlehake. Kettlehake averages last season 3.9 points and 3.2 rebounds per game. And the season opener, she had 6 points and 7 rebounds. It is 2-0 Grayson County, 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Briley Renfro, a handoff pass to Sydney Perkins. Perkins bodied up by a defender, and a foul is going to be called on John Hardin. It is called on Rihanna Butler. That is her first and the team's third here of this first half of play. 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. Riggs gives it into Reagan Cave. Reagan Cave swings it out front now to Riggs. Riggs with the right hand with 5:10 to play in the first quarter. Lady Cougars looking to pick up their first win of the season. They have their first lead of the season right now. Far side, Perkins attempted to take a three. It was partially blocked, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Kettlehake for John Hardin on the far side of the floor. And look at that over there, working hard, picking up the basketball is Cougar boy assistant coach Brett Johnston. In fact, you've got pretty much the entire Grayson County boys staff over on the far side. And Riggs, flip shot off the right side is good. Grayson County adds to their lead, and it is 4-0. Lady Cougs on top. Clay comes down the near side, weaves through the defense, kicks it off near side. Three up into the air by Butler is no good. Rebounded outside to Parker. Shot 18 feet from the left side is in. And the Lady Bulldogs are on the board. It's 4-2 Grayson County. 4.5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter of play from the Cougar Den. Briley Renfro running the point here. Zone defense for John Hardin. A little bit of matchup zone, though, of sorts, is now they're shifted more into a man-to-man. On the left wing, Riggs. Riggs dribbles with the right hand, picks it up at the left elbow. She'll throw a shot up. It's good. Riggs has gotten 4 points here in the quarter, and it is Grayson County with a 6-2 lead. Driving in, Clay, coast to coast. The floater is no good. Rebounded by Allie Jennings. Underneath for Grayson County, she had 10 rebounds against John Hardin, or rather North Hardin, last night. On the far side, running up the floor, Sydney Perkins is bumped. And a substitution into the game here for John Hardin is going to be number 4, Destiny McAllister. As McAllister, 9.5 points and 4.5 rebounds last season. And a whistle off the ball, a foul is going to be called on, I believe that was called on number 10, Kettlehake. That is her first. No, it's an offensive foul called on Sydney Perkins. It was called off the ball, so I didn't see that. And knowing Sydney, it's not unlike her. I mean, it's unlike her to really have an offensive foul. That's just not who she is as a player. Kiana Clay passes down on the far baseline, and running it down was Kettlehake. Kettlehake's interior pass out front to Tidwell, who's back into the game. A three off the right wing is good. Knocked in by Rihanna Butler. She had 6 threes in their season-opening win against North Bullets. Into the middle to Sydney Perkins. Gives it back now to Renfro. Renfro, a jump pass to Reagan Cave, who touches the basketball for the first time tonight. Cave down the far baseline. Spin move on the right block. Goes up with a shot. It's no good. Off to the right side. Rebounded by Clay for the Lady Bulldogs. Down to the near side. Kettlehake. Kettlehake's interior pass is kicked by Jennings, and it's going to stay John Hardin basketball underneath. So on the floor for the Lady Bulldogs, you've got Sharon Tidwell, Kiana Clay, you've got Kettlehake, McAllister, who has the basketball right now, and McAllister drives in, and Clay is the other player into the game for John Hardin. Butler has it on the left wing over to the far side. Driving in Tidwell, and a foul on the floor is going to be called on Grayson County. It is called on Allie Jennings. That is her first and the team's third. Underneath. Passes over to the far side, Butler. Butler's the three-point specialist for John Hardin. 71.4% of her shots went from 3 last year, but that time a 3 was taken by Sharon Tidwell. And John Hardin has their first lead of the game at 8-6 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Arissa Riggs tried to do a handoff pass to Jennings, but it's taken away by Kettlehake. Kettlehake, fast break down the right side, goes up with a shot. It's no good. There for the rebound, and losing the ball out of bounds was Kiana Clay, but they're saying that it was out of bounds because it was knocked out by the Lady Cougars. Over the far side, it is McAllister with the basketball. She drives down. No, it is Tidwell. Her shot is no good. Rebound underneath by Cave for Grayson County. 8-6, John Hardin with a lead. 7-12 to play here in the first quarter. Riggs with the ball straight away. Trying to set up the offense. She drives down the right lane, and a foul is going to be called on the drive. I'm not sure if they're going to give Riggs a shooting foul here or not. Destiny McAllister picks up the foul. It is her first and the team's fourth. It is going to be on the floor. Perkins throws it out front to nobody, and Riggs smartly lets the ball cross half court before going to grab that. As it's a smart play, because if she would have tried to get it, her momentum potentially could have carried her over and back. Riggs drives down, splits defenders. Her shot off the right side's no good, but a foul on the floor. It's going to be called on either Tidwell or McAllister. And it's on McAllister, and that's 2 quick fouls on Destiny McAllister. McAllister 16 points and 6 rebounds the last time these two teams, or rather in the season opener. For John Hardin against North Bullitt. Riggs to the free throw line. The first one is no good. Riggs was a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe in the game last night at North Hardin High School. 8-6, John Hardin with the lead. Second free throw coming for the junior guard. Arissa Riggs is in and out, rebounded by Kettlehake underneath. Todd Johnston's going to go to some substitutions in the next stoppage of play. McAllister from 18 feet on the left side. It rolls in and out. Renfro pulls down the rebound for the Lady Cougars. Renfro gives it down here to the near side as they were coming with a little pressure, but now John Hardin's going to just back off into a traditional half-court man-to-man defense. Riggs picks it up over to the right wing to Perkins. Perkins drives in and loses the ball out of bounds. I think she thought she was going to get fouled, but she just kind of lost the ball as she went out, and Perkins is going to take a seat. So you've got Narvaez, Van Meter, and Blanton into the game for Grayson County. You got 3 freshmen who are checking into the game, and Sutton Van Meter played very well in their game on yesterday. She took 2 charges, didn't really get into the stat book much, but she just played a really good game. She did the little things, and really it was one of her first true amounts of minutes as Tidwell drives down the right lane. The right-handed floater is off the mark and rebounded by Riggs for Grayson County. Riggs over on the far side, weaves through. She looked about pulling up, gives it back to Van Meter. Van Meter swings it over to Blanton. Blanton tried to get an interior pass, gives it to Narvaez on the right wing. Narvaez off to the left side to Riggs. Riggs ball fake, drives down side, flip shot right side, can't get it to fall, but Riggs will go to the free throw line, and I hope she's okay. She's a little slow to get up, but I think she is okay. She's a little slow to get up, but I think from what I understand, Arissa Riggs, she's a gamer. You get some players who just, it doesn't matter what you have, you're not taking them off the floor. And Riggs makes the first free throw. You know, I think on the boys' side, like Chandler McCready. McCready's just one of those players that he's just going to put himself out there, and it's somebody that you hate to play against and you love to have on your team. Second free throw is up and no good. Just a little long. It almost looked like at first she was going to get the roll, but it put a little bit too much on it. Clay has the basketball for John Hardin to McAllister, who falls down with it, and a jump ball is going to be called. And it was a good call by the officials to not call a walk on that as McAllister fell down, but as she was falling, she lost control of the ball. Now, if she would have kept control of the ball and fallen down, that would have been a walk. But it was a good no call, and the jump ball is going to give Grayson County the basketball. Perkins will break the timeline right at the logo to Van Meter. Van Meter's going to run the point here for Grayson County, the freshman guard. Todd Johnston was impressed in a little bit and said that she might be the only true point guard on this team. And she has it taken away. knocked away into the hands of Kettlehake for John Hardin. To Clay. Clay speeds up down the right side. The layup is good for Kiana Clay. And John Hardin leads this one 10-7. 17 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Sutton Van Meter has the basketball straight away and loses it, but it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 10.9 on the clock. Perkins passes in, and it's stolen away. Left side layup by Parker is good, and she's fouled. Paris Parker is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. That foul's going to be whistled on Sutton Van Meter, her first and the team's fourth. Parker last season from the free throw line, 2 of 6. 8.1 or 8.7 on the clock here in this first quarter. The first free throw is up, no good by Parker, rebounded on the floor by Van Meter. Lady Cougars have it knocked away by Parker, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Substitution into the game for John Hardin is going to be number 20, Brylan Jackson. 5.3 on the clock. Van Meter gets it into Perkins, and a foul's going to be called on McAllister, I think. And if it's on McAllister, that is her fourth, and or rather her third here of this first quarter. And it is on Destiny McAllister. She picks up her third foul. And Sydney Perkins is going to go to the line and shoot one in the bonuses. That is the 9th team foul called against John Hardin, with 4 seconds on the clock here. Free throw is up and good, so Perkins will get one more. Sydney Perkins, like Keegan Sharp for the Cougar boys, is going to turn into being a very good weapon from the free throw line. I mean, if you can make your free throws, you'll find playing time, especially late in games. And obviously Perkins is a leading scorer for Grayson County as well, but she makes that one. It's a good starting point to make shots. John Hardin's got to get a shot off Parker from the volleyball line at the buzzer. It's off to the right. She almost knocked it in. So at the end of the first quarter, it is 12-9. John Hardin leads, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105. Okay.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.com.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where at the end of the first quarter, it is John Hardin that leads Grayson County 12-9. Sam Gormley here with you on the call. Appreciate you bearing with us with some of our technical difficulties, as sometimes technology just doesn't want to work. And as I'm sure everyone has had that experience out there, you might be sitting at home with us, and it can be anything. It always seems like the printer never wants to work when you need it to. When somebody's got to print school paper off late at night, and that's when the printer's out of ink or whatever it is, or your phone won't charge. Everyone's experienced kind of what's going on, and so bear with us. We're hoping that we've gotten all of the issues fixed, and if not, we will try to do our absolute best. We start the second quarter of play, and driving down near the near side, John Hardin's shot is off to the right side, and a jump ball is going to be called. Grayson County's going to get the basketball. So it was taken by Brylan Jackson. She got her own rebound, wasn't able to pull it down. And it's 12-9, John Hardin with a lead here at the end of the first quarter. It'll be Briley Renfro, and John Hardin's going to come out in a press. And this has been a struggle for Grayson County this season. It's been the one thing that they just have not been able to figure out, and it's really caused some offensive struggles. Renfro up the near side, being chased by two John Hardin players. Jump pass over to the far side, and a foul called from behind on Kettlehake. That is her first, and the team's 10th is what the scoreboard has, and I must be missing a couple of fouls. Renfro will go to the free throw line. Last season, she was 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, and this will be her first trip to the line this season. Renfro had 3 rebounds in the loss to North Hardin last night. The free throw is in and out. Of course, Briley is the little sister of Kenzie Renfro, Grayson County Lady Cougar, who was a senior 2 years ago, which is kind of crazy to think that we can already say that she was a senior 2 years ago. She averaged 21.3 points and 6.2 rebounds per game. The second free throw is in and out. Renfro misses them both. And Grayson County will give John Hardin the basketball back. 12-9 is the Lady Bulldog lead. 7:35 to play here in the first quarter. Tidwell kicks it out to the far side, and a pass to the near side. Kettlehake has to reach high up to grab that one. Kettlehake to the free throw line. Tidwell, no look pass to Parker. Near side three is short. She gets a rebound back on the near baseline to the free throw line. The shot is up by Butler, and the bank is open for Rihanna Butler. And John Hardin has their largest lead of the game here at 14-9. Sydney Perkins gets a screen from Jennings that allows for her to break the timeline to Riggs on the right wing. Riggs was left alone there on the right side. She potentially could have had a shot at 3, but I don't think she was looking to shoot in that situation. Perkins drives in, layup on the right side is good. Sydney Perkins had the wide open lane, and that was like, layup practice there because she was wide open. Butler guarded by Riggs. To Kettlehake, her interior pass is knocked away by Perkins into the hands of Cave, who gives it off to Riggs for Grayson County. Riggs straight away, gets it down into this near corner, loses the ball and gains it back. Riggs out front to Perkins. Perkins spins around, she's got another shot down the left lane, the layup, no good, can't get it to fall, and on the floor a jump ball is going to send the basketball to John Hardin. I don't know how Sydney Perkins' layup did not fall there. It is 14-11, 6:15 to play here in the second quarter. Parker inside to Tidwell, whose jump pass outside is taken away by Perkins. Perkins speeds it up down that far side of the out-of-bounds line and gives it to Riggs on the right side. Riggs is double team, splits the defenders, gets a screen from Perkins, floater, good. The bank is open for Arissa Riggs, and Grayson County has made it a 1-point game, and John Hardin wants a timeout. It's 14-13, 5:51 to go in the second quarter. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. 5:51 to go here in the second quarter. It is 14-13. John Hardin leads Grayson County, but the Lady Cougars coming out playing really well in this second quarter as John Hardin got the early basket, but Riggs and Perkins have had back-to-back baskets to make it a 1-point game. Kettlehake has the basketball for the Lady Bulldogs, and her flip shot off the left side is no good. And that ball came out of her hands. It looked like she put that thing in a catapult and sent that up, and the reason that it looked that way is because Riggs got her with a little bit of the body. For Riggs, that's her second. I think that's the team's 5th by my count. Kettlehake to the line. The free throw is good. That one bounced off the back of the rim and kind of rolled in. And I think the Lady Cougar fans are wondering, how did that one go in and not Sydney Perkins' layup on the left side here? Kettlehake's second free throw. She's a 50% shooter last season, and she makes them both. And John Hardin's lead is back to 3 at 16-13, 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. Riggs will break the timeline across the far side. Back into the middle to Perkins. Perkins spins it around, drives, and falls down the lane, and hopefully she's okay. A little slow to get up. Parker. Pass to the near side to McAllister, who's into the game with 3 fouls. She goes up over top of a Lady Cougar and makes the shot, and she'll go to the free throw line after being fouled. Foul called on Briley Renfro. That is her first. Team 6th, and McAllister will try to go to the free throw line to convert on an and one. She's the leading returning free throw shooter at 63%. Free throw is up. No good. Rebounded by Riggs underneath for Grayson County. 18-13. John Hardin with a lead against Grayson County. 5:15 to go here in the second quarter. Perkins on the right side to Riggs. Riggs ball fake. Spins it around. Kicks it out to the far side to Cave. Cave swings the basketball around to Riggs on the right wing. Riggs, deep three, right side, good. She knocked it down from Short Creek. Grayson County makes it a 2-point game, 18-16. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Right side, Kettle Lake. Lady Cougars going with almost a little bit of a matchup zone here, it looks like. Inside pass to McAllister, who reaches high up to grab that. And a foul is going to be called on the floor. And I look down at the Lady Cougar bench as Briley Renfro picks up the foul, and I'm sure head football coach Brian Jones for the Cougars, who's an assistant for the Lady Cougar basketball, he's probably thinking, man, can she play wide receiver? Can she transfer to Grayson County? Because that was a heck of a catch by Destiny McAllister. She makes the first free throw. She almost, I guess we can say, she like Odell Beckham'd it. Sutton Van Meter will come in. Briley Renfro will take a seat as the first free throw was in the bottom of the net for Destiny McAllister. Kiana Clay will check in for John Hardin, and taking a seat for her will be Janiyah Drain. Here comes the second free throw by McAllister. Up into the air, and good. 20-16, John Hardin hangs on to the 4-point lead, 4:40 to play here in the second quarter. Van Meter running the point for Grayson County. Takes it down here to the near side, gets it out front now to Perkins, who swings it over to the right wing to Renfro. She'll take another deep three. That one's no good. Nice rebound by Cave underneath for Grayson. Out front, Perkins, three is good. Sydney Perkins knocks in the three, and it's a 1-point game, 20-19, 4:20 to play here in the second quarter. Clay picks up her dribble over to Kettle Lake on the left wing to Butler. Back outside now to Kettle Lake to the right side to Clay. Clay drives downhill, kicks it to the near side to Parker. Out front now, a shot from 18 feet to answer is off the mark. And Cave gets the rebound for Grayson County. She finds the guard Riggs. Riggs looking to break the timeline. Grayson County can retake the lead here in this second quarter as they trail by 1. Van Meter on the left wing. Back outside to Riggs. Riggs on the right side. Passes interior to Cave. Cave spins towards the baseline and gets the shot to fall. Reagan Cave gets the basket on the far side. Grayson County has the lead back, 21-20. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Clay to the near side, an interior pass to McAllister. McAllister takes one dribble, goes up, and it is no good. Rebound underneath by Van Meter for Grayson County. That was great post defense by Grayson County. Riggs on the right wing. She'll pull up a three right side. It's off the mark. And the rebound is McAllister for the Lady Bulldogs. McAllister pushes down the near side, drives, runs right over a Lady Cougar, and an offensive foul on McAllister. That'll be her fourth. 4 fouls in this first half of play. And I believe that was Sutton Van Meter that took it. Sutton Van Meter is the charge-taking machine. As I look, and I know that this is a stat kept by the Cougar boys, and just to put things into perspective, and obviously it's a different game. River Blanson led the Cougar boys in charges the entirety of last season with 4. Sutton Van Meter has 3 in the last 2 games, in the last game and a half. Perkins falls down, and a fight for it on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to stay with Grayson County. Van Meter, you have to love that. A player that is willing, taking a charge sometimes, you know you're going to get run over, and it's probably not going to feel good. And as a coach, you just have to love somebody who's willing to take that. Blanton passes into Perkins. Perkins drives down the far baseline and gives it out into that far corner to Blanton, who throws it to Riggs, but there to knock it out of bounds was Rihanna Butler. And the biggest thing about that, too, is Destiny McAllister, that's her 4th foul here in this first half. To the right wing, Perkins back outside to Riggs. Off the pass, the three, no good, just a little short. She almost got the roll but couldn't fall it in. Grayson County, 21-20. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Clay drives down the right side. Her shot's no good, but there to pick it up like a vacuum and put it right up and in was Christine Kettlehake. And it's a 1-point John Hardin lead. They retake the lead. 22-21, 2:25 to play here. Driving in, Riggs dumps a pass off to Cave on the right side, lays it in. What an assist for Arissa Riggs and an even better finish for Reagan Cave. Grayson County retakes the lead, 23-22. Interior pass off the right side, and Clay on the inside shots up, and a jump ball is going to be called. You know, if you've listened to my games in the past, Nicole Coleman does not like that call at all. I'll be honest, if it's a bad call that goes in Grayson County's favor, and that probably should have been a foul on the Lady Cougars, I'll be honest. Clay kicks it out to the left wing to Kettlehake. Nicole Coleman doesn't like the call, and you know what? I don't blame her. Near side Butler drives down the near baseline. Reverse layup is a foul called on Grayson County. Butler will go to the free throw line. As the foul is called on Arissa Riggs, and that is her 3rd. Riggs picks up the foul. Free throw is up and good, as that free throw is taken by Rihanna Butler. So Butler will go to the free throw line after Riggs picks up her 3rd foul. Van Meter will check in. Arissa Riggs having her best half of the season by far. She's got 10 points. Second free throw is in the air, and it is off the mark. In the long rebound, Van Meter comes down with it, but it's going to be another jump ball. Grayson County's going to keep possession. I know I've been saying it a lot of these past 2 games, but I've been very impressed with how Sutton Van Meter has played. Somebody who hasn't played a lot, she's going to be a really good basketball player. She passes into Jennings, and Jennings is fouled from behind. It is called on Butler. That is her 2nd. And that's going to send Allie Jennings to the free throw line. I do believe for the first time in her career. It is. It'll be the first time Allie Jennings has made to the charity stripe. It's a tie game at 23 with 1:48 to play here in the second quarter. To the free throw line, Jennings. Dribbles it a few times. The sophomore lets it fly and gets the roll. Allie Jennings with a shooter's touch. She is into the scorer's book, and we talked about it with Todd Johnston last night. She's not very tall, but she's a great rebounder. And as Todd Johnston said, in the second free throw, she gets the roll on that one as well. Allie Jennings goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and moving in transition, a 3 to answer by Butler is long. Cave gets the rebound underneath. She needs to find help as she runs it into the corner, throws it over Van Meter's head, but right there to pick it up was Blanton. Blanton, an outlet pass back to Cave. Cave cross-courts it here to the near side to Van Meter. Van Meter with the right hand. Gets a screen from Blanton. Blanton picks it up, or Van Meter picks it up, gives it outside to Perkins. Perkins drives down the right side, goes up, kiss off the glass, good! Sydney Perkins off the right side, and Grayson County leads by 4. Clay spins it out here into the near side. Out front to Kettlehake. Kettlehake with the left wing. To Butler. Out front, and a foul is called off the ball. And it's an offensive foul called against John Hardin. Called on Janiyah Drain. And by my count, that is at least the 10th foul called against John Hardin, but I think we've been at 10 for a while. I know the officials had to think about it. They're like, wait a second, does an offensive foul mean they get free throws? No, it does not. Van Meter passes in to Cave. Cave into the middle, Perkins. Perkins spins around and gives it to Van Meter, who breaks the timeline across the near side. Van Meter to the right wing, Blanton. Blanton interior pass to Perkins. Perkins on the right block. The layup is good. Sydney Perkins, have yourself a quarter. Grayson County leads by 6. 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter, and an offensive foul is going to be called on John Hardin. That's on Kiana Clay. For Clay, that is only her first. Nicole Coleman can't believe it right now. I think she feels like every call in the book is going against her, and I don't know. A whole lot of fouls being called in this game, though. Sutton Van Meter breaks the timeline. And a foul off the ball is going to be called on Parker. And the John Hardin bench, the players were saying something, and Sydney Perkins is going to go to the free throw line. The players were saying something, and immediately, and I give Nicole Coleman a lot of credit there. The players were saying something, and she immediately pointed to him and said, like, hey, let's not do that, because the last thing you need is a player to get an extra foul. Perkins to the line, and she misses the free throw. Perkins' second chance. It's into the air. She lets it fly, and it is good. Sydney Perkins makes that free throw. Grayson County's lead is now 7, 30-23, 27 seconds to play in the second quarter. And another foul off the ball. I'll tell you, this one official loves calling himself some off-the-ball fouls. As that foul's called on Allie Jennings, that is her second. And the scoreboard says it's the team's 9th, and Sharon Tidwell will go to the free throw line. She had a 3 in the first quarter, but has been held scoreless other than that. And it's not because she's been in foul trouble, because she's one of the lone players that doesn't have a foul called against her. Tidwell to the line. She will shoot one in the bonus, and the first one is good. Tidwell's just got a very smooth stroke. And against the Lady Cougars, if you have Kennedy Green, the 8th grader, who's coming into the game for Allie Jennings, in her 2 games that she has played against the Lady Cougars in her career, 21 points in the first game, 12 points last year. And she averages taking nearly 6 free throws a game last season, and she makes both of them there. And the lead is now 5, 26.3 seconds to play in the second quarter. The clock needs to start, and there it goes. Van Meter, and a double dribble is going to be called on Sutton Van Meter. And it's going to give John Hardin the basketball back, and be curious to see here if Nicole Coleman might hold for the final shot here. I know she was making some comment about the clock, I believe, but I don't know that the clock is necessarily that big of an advantage. If anything, it gives you more time now to have the ball inside. Tidwell shot no good. Blainson gets the rebound. She's triple teamed underneath. And it was taken away by Tidwell. She jumped out of bounds and slung it to try and throw it in off of somebody, but instead threw it in off of her teammate. She hit Janiyah Drain, and I think Drain looked at her like, come on, I'm your teammate. They give it into Tidwell on the left block, fades it away. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Cave for Grayson County. She fires it to Kennedy Green. The clock's got to start, and it clocks with about 13 seconds. 10 seconds on the clock here on the far side. I'm surprised that there's no timeout called, and a walk is going to be called. Todd Johnston doesn't like it. A couple of the Lady Cougars don't like it either. And a fan on the far side for Grayson County, he really didn't like it. He stood right up and said, I don't like that call whatsoever. 5.9 on the clock. John Hardin throws it away. Grayson County's going to get the ball back. 3.9 on the clock. And if I'm Todd Johnston, I'd call a timeout. I'd draw something up here with 3.9 on the clock. He's going to let him play here. And Grayson County, Perkins is going to get it, and they're not going to get a shot off. Grayson County leads this one 30-25 at the end of the first half. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is a 30-25 lead here for Grayson County at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, I believe they only put 8 minutes on the clock here. There's already 7 minutes left on the clock, and it's just a 1-minute break that I went to. So I don't know. We're having a lot of interesting things here, but it is 30-25. That's the one thing I do know here for a fact. As Grayson County leads this one, we'll come back and run down some scores from around the region and the scores from this game. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Said I'm fine.
See you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe. It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
And someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County leads this one 30-25 at the half. We'll run down some quick scores from around the region. As in girls basketball, Union County defeats Caldwell County 72-32. At the end of the first quarter in girls basketball, Bowling Green leads Russell County 13-0. The final score in boys basketball, our good friends from Butler County defeat Bethlehem tonight by a final score of 73-40. LaRue County in boys basketball defeats Valley 82-45. And that seems like most of the scores that we have to bring you. I know in high school football, we can bring you that score. Male leads St. X 6-0 in the 6A championship. Earlier today, it was South Warren to win the 5A title, and it was Belfry that won the 3A title. So that is some of the updates of scoring from around the region. We'll run down the scores from this game coming up, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
And someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. It is a 30-25 lead, and we got to go through this really quick. The scoring, Grayson County led by Sydney Perkins, who has 16 points, 10 for Arissa Riggs, and John Hardin led by Rihanna Butler, who had 6. Second half comes up next, right here on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the first aid, Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
It's the start of the second half of play. Grayson County leads this one 30-25. Sydney Perkins, 16 first half points. Arissa Riggs adding 10 as well. And I don't really know how that wasn't a foul as they pass this in. And Briley Renfro was stepped over by a John Hardin player. They got to break the timeline, and they do just ahead of the 10-second clock. As Renfro's got the basketball straight away, this has been an interesting game, we'll say the least, for officiating. And now a steal by Kettlehake. Kettlehake drives down the left lane, and Riggs has to let her go, and she misses the layup, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds. And it's going to go towards Grayson County basketball as a lot of fouls called. Grayson County foul trouble. It's Arissa Riggs with 3, 2 for Briley Renfro, and 2 for Allie Jennings. For John Hardin, as Briley Renfro's got to pass this in. She scans once, scans twice, and the third time she throws it away, and it's going to be John Hardin who comes down with a Kettlehake shot. Is no good. Renfro gets the rebound, and she gets outside the pocket, and she's going to roll down the far side. Drives down, left side, kicks the pass to Jennings off the right block. What a pass! Ellie Jennings lays it in off the right side, and a great assist by Briley Renfro. And Grayson County leads 32-25. Driving down the far side, kicks it off to the right wing to Tidwell. Tidwell drives down the right lane, splits the defenders, and a foul is going to be called on Grayson County. Todd Johnston does not like that one at all. Sydney Perkins called for the foul. That is her second, team's first of the second half. And to the line will be Sharon Tidwell. Tidwell, perfect 2 of 2 in today's game. But as far as foul trouble for John Hardin, Destiny McAllister has 4. 2 fouls for Rihanna Butler and 2 fouls for Paris Parker. Free throw no good by Tidwell. The sophomore will let the second one fly. This would make it a 6-point game if she can find the bottom of the net, and she doesn't. It's short, the long rebound bouncing up into the air, and it's Renfro that comes down with it for Grayson County. Renfro picks up her dribble and gives it back to the junior point guard, Arissa Riggs. Riggs dribbles with the right hand, looks for help, gets down to the right block to Cave. Cave bodies up her defender, spins towards the baseline, and it might have been partially blocked by Tidwell, who comes down with it. And a technical foul is going to be called underneath. It's called on Sharon Tidwell. Tidwell, that is only her first. And Coleman is not happy with either the official or Tidwell, or maybe a little bit of both. So technical free throws will now come. Sydney Perkins is, I'm not sure if she said something there. I guess they're saying it was the elbow or something. Perkins makes the first free throw, though. She's got 17 points in this game. Second free throw for Perkins. Count it. Sydney Perkins makes both free throws. And it's 34-25. Grayson County has a 9-point lead. Sharon Tidwell still talking with Nicole Coleman, and Grayson County is going to get the basketball into Perkins. Perkins drives down. Reverse layup is too hard. Rebound, a fight for it on the floor, and that's a jump on. That's a good call by the official. It's a good call, and possession's going to head towards John Hardin. That's a good call by the official. It is 34-25. 6:36 to go here in the third quarter. Grayson County leads John Hardin. Over to the right side. Driving in is Clay, kicks it to the near side. A three, no, her foot was on the line. The shot's no good regardless by Butler. And a foul on the rebound is called on Riggs. That is her fourth. They call Riggs for a clear out underneath. And Sutton Van Meter is going to have to come in for Arissa Riggs. Todd Johnston asked the official, what'd she do? And the official gave him an explanation. I couldn't hear what the explanation was. And whatever it was, I don't think Todd Johnston agreed with it. Far side Butler. Butler drives down the right lane, and that'll be a jump ball. Really nice defense by Allie Jennings on the inside as Butler, when she came in, she picked up the dribble and kept that ball on her hip. When she did that, Allie Jennings says, well, okay, I will easily wrap that up. She did a great job staying in front of her to allow that to happen. Renfro's got to get it in and tries to get it to Van Meter. Does. It was almost taken away up the far side, and stepping on the baseline is Briley Renfro. And I think the Lady Cougar faithful now are, I would say that our friends in stripes tonight were friends of the Lady Cougar faithful for the first half and not of the John Hardin faithful. And I think according to just the way that the reaction has been, it's kind of flipped here a little bit. I'm not saying that this has been one-sided by any means. If anything, there have been bad calls on both sides that both teams have taken advantage of. Drain, a handoff pass to Parker. Parker will hand it off to Butler. Butler gives it back now to Clay. Clay at the free throw line, picks up her dribble, kicks it off to Parker. Parker ball fake, drives in, floater inside the free throw line. The bank is not open. It goes in and out, and the rebound is out of bounds off of John Hardin. And right there to give it right back to him is Mr. Spirit. It is always good to see Mr. Spirit here. I mean, there is no man that loves the Grayson County Cougars more than Mr. Spirit. They get this ball into Perkins. Perkins over the far side, weaves back here towards the near side. Keeps her dribble going off to Cave. Cave drives down the right lane. Over to the middle, she had it stripped away, and it was run back by Butler for John Hardin. Butler breaks the timeline. Back here into the near corner, Kettlehake drives down the near baseline. The shot is up, and a foul is going to be called on Reagan Cave underneath. And Kettlehake will go to the free throw line to shoot two. For Reagan Cave, that is only her first and the team's third by my counts. To the line will be Kettlehake. The free throw is up and no good. Off to the right side. Kettlehake went a perfect 2 of 2 from the charity stripe in the first half. John Hardin as a team last year, 54.2% from the free throw line. Kettlehake reaches way out to kind of spin that ball in her left hand, and that one finds the bottom of the net. And it is 34-26, Grayson County with the lead. Ellen Narvaez will check in, and Reagan Cave will take a seat. Reagan Cave's played very well tonight. I think Todd Johnston's going to be happy with her, but he's coaching her up right now. Renfro's got to get it in. She's going to be a foul is going to be called off the ball again, I think on John Hardin. It's called on Rihanna Butler. That is her third. And the team's second here of this second half. And now a foul is called. And an offensive foul is called on Allie Jennings. That is her third. And the team's third. As I missed what the call was at first, as he just said 24, and I guess John Hardin doesn't have a 24, so that would make sense as to why it's not on her. The three-pointer, a player hits the deck as the shot was no good. Clay fell down. And on the rebound, Briley Renfro is called for a foul. And it's one of these games where, and this happens sometimes, and listen, what I always ask from officials is that they're consistent. If they're going to call a game with a lot of fouls, call a game with a lot of fouls. As it's a near side three by Butler, it's no good. And the rebound underneath, and the putback is good on the right side by Kiana Clay. She's got 4 points, and it's a 6-point game. Renfro passes over to the far side to Van Meter. Van Meter to the near side to Perkins. It's out of bounds off of John Hardin, and it's going to be Grayson County basketball. 5:02 to play here in the third quarter, 34-28. Grayson County hangs on to the lead here. But what I was saying is that if you're going to call it tight the entire game. I don't like it when officials, will sometimes, let them play for the first quarter, call it ticky-tack the second quarter. Just be consistent with how you do it. And these guys have been consistent. They've called it tight the entire game. Perkins falls across the half-court line, and a walk is going to be called. And she tried to get the pass off, but didn't get the ball out of her hands quite in time, and John Hardin will get the basketball back, 34-28, 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Parker over to the right wing to Clay. Clay being guarded by Van Meter. To the far side, Butler gets a screen. Butler will shoot threes. That's what she does best. 72% of her shots came from three last season. Right side, Clay drives down the right lane, kicks back out now to, that is Parker, who swings it back out front now, and running the point is going to be Clay. Clay drives down the right lane, gets around Van Meter. The shot off the right side's no good, and the rebound underneath, bouncing around, and a fight for it, and a scrum underneath. It's like a rugby scrum, and a jump ball is going to keep possession with John Hardin. .4:18 to play here in the third quarter. They pass it down to Butler on the near side. Butler gets around a jumping Reagan Caver. Shot's way off to the right. And the rebound, though, is taken by John Hardin off the screen. Butler shot off to the left. And this time it is Cave that comes down with the rebound, finds Renfro. Renfro will break the timeline across the far side, working from left to right on your radio dial. Renfro off to Cave. Right wing three for the senior. In, out. Rebound underneath by Grayson County's Perkins, and she didn't have anybody to pass it to because the Lady Cougars had gone back on defense. So John Hardin comes down with it. Three straight away is up into the air. It is no good, and the rebound underneath is taken by Van Meter, who breaks the timeline, finds it with Renfro, and a timeout is going to be taken by Todd Johnston. And you know what? I'm going to say thank you to everybody. And thank you to Todd Johnston for calling a timeout here, because that's exactly what we needed, because I think all of us needed to take a break. It's a 30-second timeout, or it's a minute timeout, so we're going to take a 30-second timeout, regroup, and come back. It is 34-28. Grayson County leads, 3:38 to play in the third quarter. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Grayson County leads this one 34-28. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the third quarter. As Grayson County has played very well, this is the first time that they've led this late in the game. In fact, in this game was the first time that they've led this season. This season, I mean, the first 2 games, you look at game 1 against a really, really good Breckenridge County team, 65-25 was the loss. Breck County, it would not shock me if at the end of the season at the Owensboro Sports Center that they cut down the nets. They're that good. Last night, you look at the final score, 49-27 against North Hardin, and you say, 22 points. And I always feel like it's weird to say, oh, well, the game was closer than that, because, you look, the final score was 22 points. 22 points is 22 points, but the game was a lot closer than that. It was a single-digit game for the majority of the game, and early in the fourth quarter, the Lady Cougars, at the start of the fourth quarter, were trailing only by 5 points. And today, they lead by 6 points halfway through this third quarter with 3:38 to go in the third. Cave, like a football player, quarterback, passes down to Perkins, and a fight for the ball, and a foul is going to be called underneath. And two players are talking here in I'm not sure, it's Briley Renfro and a John Hardin player, some talking here, and a foul is going to be called on 32, Rihanna Butler. That is her fourth, and are we going to have a technical here? Coleman is out on the floor right now talking to the officials, and the other official comes in and says, hey, you need to go to the bench. I'm not really sure what this is. The officials are talking this over. I think both players were kind of talking on both sides. Briley Renfro for Grayson County and Rihanna Butler for John Hardin. And I think if it was up to me, I think this is just one of these where you pull both coaches in and you say, hey, that's it. We're done. You know, the next person that says something is going to get a technical. And I know one of the officials went up to Nicole Coleman, who's not happy about something. I'm not sure what. Now I really don't know what it is. I had that as Rihanna Butler's fourth foul. And now we're talking over. Is they're going to pull both teams in, and I don't know what we're stopping the play for. As they're stopping the play here with 3:36 to go here in the third quarter. There must be something wrong with the book. I had that just as Rihanna Butler's fourth foul. I'm not sure if the official scorekeeper had it as 5, and if it is 5 on the official scorekeeper, then Rihanna Butler's out of this game. As the officials are talking this over, and now they're going to go down and talk to the John Hardin bookkeeper. I had that as 4, but my book obviously means absolutely nothing. Now, we had this happen last year at Butler County where Ella Robinson was fouled out of the game with 4 fouls for Grayson County. And Nicole Coleman just looked at the official and said, I know something. I didn't get with the last word there, but come on now, was her reaction to one of the officials. And we're still kind of talking this over as two John Hardin player and a Grayson County player ran into one another, and they're still talking this over. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea as to what this conversation is about. I guess they're discussing as to how many fouls somebody has and so on. I know Todd Cave has been doing the Grayson County Lady Cougar book, and they're going to say that's 5. And Nicole Coleman is going to talk with the official here, and you know what? I'm wondering if they accidentally marked the technical foul on, and this would make sense. Rihanna Butler is 32, and the technical was called on 23. That would make sense, is that potentially that the official, when he came to the book, he might have accidentally put 32 as to who the call was and made the mistake there. That might be what the issue is. Again, I am just assuming here. I don't know. And Nicole Coleman just said, I would like to play. I think everybody in the building is in agreement there. So I'm not sure. Potentially Rihanna Butler is fouled out of this game. Let's see. Is she on the floor right now? That would answer our question whether she's fouled out or not. I don't believe she is. Okay, so let's reset. It is 34-28, 3:36 to play in the third quarter. Grayson County leads. They have the basketball. Sydney Perkins at the free throw line drives in. The shot off the left side is an offensive foul called on Sydney Perkins. And for Perkins, that'll be her third and the team's 5th. And I'm not sure what now we're talking here. I don't know. I don't know what the conversation is about now. Kiana Clay drives down the left side. The shot, she loses it on the way up, and possession is going to stay, though, with Grayson County. Mr. Spirit there to pick the ball up, and I was making a comment to someone in the break here, and it's like, this feels like a Saturday afternoon game because it is very confusing as to what's happening, and now a foul is going to be called on Narvaez on the drive. For her, that'll be her first. And I have that as the team's 6th. But it was a shooting foul, so to the free throw line to shoot 2 is, her hair is covering her number. I believe it is Drain. And that one was way off to the left. Drain last season was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Second free throw is up and good. Grayson County trails this one here, or leads this one here, as Narvaez has the basketball down the near side. As we will try, a timeout is taken here on the floor, and we will take a quick timeout with them, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where we're hoping to work through some of our technical difficulties and bring it to you. And off the right side, Sutton Van Meter's layup is good. As Van Meter makes the layup, if you're watching on K105 Digital Productions, we will attempt to bring you coverages. Right now, we're dealing with technical difficulties. Van Meter makes the layup. You are going to have a broadcast here of, you're just going to be able to listen to it. We're going to try and fix it as much as we can. Off to the left wing with the basketball. Interior pass is a fight for it, and Renfro comes down out of it with the basketball. And a jump ball now is going to be called, and possession's going to go here towards John Hardin. Or is it Grayson County? So we are dealing with some technical difficulties. We will try to have these fixed for you as soon as we potentially can. And in pass here is to Sydney Perkins. Perkins loses it, and it's going to be taken. No, I don't know who's got it. And a fight for it on the floor. And it's a loose ball, and a foul's called on Renfro. That is her 4th. And the team's 7th, and I think free throws are coming. Todd Johnston talking with the official, and this has been one of the longer third quarters I've had, because we've still got 2 minutes and 42 seconds to play here in this third quarter. There have been already in this quarter 11 fouls called. To the free throw line is Kettlehake. She is 3 of 4, and she's shooting 1 in the bonus, and that one is off the mark, and the rebound underneath. Van Meter comes down with it for Grayson County. Gives it to Reagan Cave. They got to break this timeline, and Cave does across the near side. Cave keeps the dribble going, gets a screen from Jennings. Cave takes it over into the far corner. Out front to Van Meter. Into the near corner to Narvaez, and Narvaez's interior pass is taken away by Parker. Here comes Clay. Clay going coast to coast and runs right over a player, and a block is going to be called on Sutton Van Meter, and she's slow to get up, and I think that was a good call by the official. Sutton Van Meter, though, almost took yet another charge, and Van Meter, that is her 2nd and the team's 9th, and to the charity stripe is going to be Kiana Clay. And the free throw is no good. We got substitution into the game as Sharon Tidwell. And Clay's 2nd free throw. Isabel Blanton breaks the timeline with an outlet pass off to Kennedy Green. Green interior to Perkins, and she is fouled by Tidwell. So Perkins will go to the free throw line. Sharon Tidwell picks up that foul. That is her 1st, or rather her 2nd, because you had a technical foul called against her earlier. As we bring back in our radio broadcast there, the free throw is good by Sydney Perkins. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties that we've had in this game here, as you just missed a foul called against Tidwell, And the free throw here is being taken by Sydney Perkins. Her second one is good. And we have a 38-35 Grayson County lead, 102 in this third quarter of action. If there was a record for longest third quarter in KHSA history, I think this game would probably come close to breaking it. Interior pass knocked away by Jennings. Really nice play by Allie Jennings on the inside. As they try to throw it out front here to Kettlehake. Kettlehake drives down the left lane, picks bounded by Isabel Blanton. Blanton weaves through with 38 seconds and counting to play here in the half, and it's back now to Perkins. Perkins drives down, gets a screen from Jennings. The shot off the left side's no good. McAllister gets the rebound, and a foul is going to be. It is called on Sydney Perkins. That'll be her fourth. And 2 shots now will come for the remaining Hardin. Perkins, or rather it'll be McAllister to the line, will shoot 2. The free throw is good. She's now 3 of 4 from the charity stripe in this game. This would be to make it a 1-point game. Free throw is up and no good, too long, and Jennings comes down with a rebound for Grayson. Cave, an outlet pass to Renfro. Renfro weaves through down here to the near side. 20 seconds to play, and they throw it away as it'll go back to Isabel Blanton. As Blanton tried to get it, it was off her hands, and it's going to go back towards John Hardin basketball, and they'll have a chance to tie or take the lead here with 18.9 seconds on the clock. As straight away it is Clay with the basketball over to the far side, Kettlehake, and it's kicked out of bounds by Grayson County. 11.4 on the clock. 38-36. As they kick it out to the right wing to Parker, over to Kettlehake on the left side with 8 seconds and counting. Over to the far side, Clay. Interior pass taken away by Kennedy Green. Really nice play. Cave throws a length of the floor heave at the buzzer, and it is no good. At the end of the third quarter, it finally comes to an end. It is Grayson County 38, John Hardin 36. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where Grayson County leads this 38-36 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. As it has been a crazy game here this evening. As we apologize for the technical difficulties. Sometimes that's just what happens. Grayson County has the basketball though to start this fourth quarter. That was a very long third quarter of play. Both teams deep into foul troubles. There have been a ton of fouls called in this game. Riggs straight away. She'll back it off now. Gets a screen from Renfro. Takes it into the corner and loses the ball out of bounds, but it was knocked out of bounds by John Hardin. Riggs to pass in for Grayson. She scans once, scans twice, scans a fourth time, and that'll be a 5-second call. And possession's going to go towards John Hardin. 38-36, Grayson County still leads this. But John Hardin will have a chance to tie or take the lead here in this situation. No good. Tidwell comes down with the rebound. Her putback's no good. The putback again is good. John Hardin has tied the game up here at 38, 7:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Renfro's got to get the ball in and gives it to Riggs. Up ball and no, a foul called underneath. And the team's 6. Renfro's got to get it in. Gives bounce off of Grayson County. They say that she knocked it in off of Renfro's foot. And it is going to go back here towards John Hardin. They'll have a chance to. McAllister drives in. Floater is no good. The rebound is lost out of bounds off of McAllister, and it's going to be Grayson County basketball. 38-38, 7 minutes to go here in tonight's game. Riggs on the far side, guarded by Clay. Riggs has got to get this ball out, and she falls down, and a foul is going to be called on John Hardin. It's called on Kiana Clay. That is her third. And the scoreboard says that that'll be free throws. I have that only as her third. But I guess that's her fifth. Is it her fifth? I have no idea. I guess it is Kiana Clay's fifth foul. And it is going to be Janelle's on Kiana Clay. We don't have a PA announcer today, which hurts us because we can't bring you what happens. Free throw by Riggs is good. She's shooting one in the bonus, so the first one is there, and Riggs is up to 11 points. Trouble for Grayson County, 4 for Jennings. That is the foul trouble for Grayson County. Second free throw by Riggs rattles home. Grayson County has a 40-38 lead, 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. On the far side, Tidwell. Tidwell drives far baseline. She took an extra step. Renfro gets it in. No, 5 seconds called on Grayson County. That's 2 5 seconds called here in this fourth quarter. 40-38, 6 minutes, 41 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. They pass it into Tidwell on the inbounds. Her shot off the right side. A really smart play, though, by Renfro to wait. Jennings on the left elbow. Comes down here to the near side. Wide open shot by Cave from the near side is long and rebounded by Kettlehake for the Lady Bulldogs. Bounds or not. Oh, and John Hardin tried to call timeouts, and they're going to grant a timeout to her. Todd Johnston doesn't like that call whatsoever. Brian Jones doesn't like that call whatsoever. A timeout's on the floor. We'll take it with him. 40-38, Lady Cougs lead. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at? Underlay, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars lead this one 40-38 with 6 minutes and 21 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. And this has been it's been just one of those nights. I think, I know, if you've been watching or listening with us, you know we've been dealing with technical issues. There have been interesting calls on both sides. Coaches are into it. Fans are into it. Now the steal by Perkins in the backcourt. Perkins, fast break down the right side. Layup good. Sydney Perkins goes coast to coast. She adds to her career-high 24 points. To the left wing, Kettlehake. Kettlehake might have gotten away with a walk on the near side. Interior to Tidwell. Tidwell kicks it out. Far side shot is no good. Rebound underneath, bouncing around, and it is Cave that comes down with it for Grayson. Cave, a no-look pass back to Riggs. It is 42-38. Grayson County trails this one. Down here to the near side. Perkins' shot is up and no good. Rebound, bouncing around. John Hardin keeps it in bounds. Out front off to the right wing. Inside, McAllister's shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Cave for Grayson County. Cave gives it off here to Riggs. Riggs off to Perkins. Perkins, near side shot up into the air is no good. She's missed 2 threes, just a little long, and a fight for the ball underneath, and that should probably be a jump ball. And they're going to say out of bounds off of John Hardin. Out of bounds off of John Hardin is the call. As with the basketball is Riggs underneath. Riggs scans, and gives it to Cave on the left wing. Cave gives it back inside to Riggs. Riggs goes up with a shot. It is good. Riggs gets the basketball. 44-38, 5:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. John Hardin has the basketball. An interior pass here on the floor, a fight for it, and a whistle is blown as a couple players are teeing it up, and or no tees, no, I'm not sure what it is. They're going to call a jump ball here. As Allie Jennings came up holding her head, and I hope she's okay. Whatever it is, a jump ball is called, and possession is going to head and stay with John Hardin underneath. As keeping the basketball underneath here is John Hardin. 4:49 to go. Grayson County leads 44-38. The shot on the inbounds is no good by McAllister, and Cave is fouled from behind, and that's a good call by the official. Called on Kettlehake. And you got the sarcastic clap on the far side, and Kettlehake, I have that as only her second. And to the free throw line is going to be Reagan Cave. She's going to shoot 1 in the bonus. Cave, her first free throw is up into the air, and it is good. Reagan Cave makes the first free throw. Cave will shoot 1 more. This would make it a 46-38 lead. It is up into the air, and it is good. Reagan Cave gets both free throws. Grayson County 46-38. John Hardin has the basketball now on the left side. Kicks it down inside and a pass to the near side. Driving in and losing the basketball, and it's taken here by Perkins. Perkins going coast to coast down the right side, has it stripped away by Tidwell, who throws it off of a Lady Cougar, and it's going to be Grayson County to give the basketball back here to John Hardin. That was a really good call by the official. McAllister on the right side. She's running the point here for John Hardin to the free throw line to McAllister, and a foul is going to be called on Perkins, and that'll be 5. Sydney Perkins is going to foul out of this game. So Sydney Perkins fouls out with 24 points with 4:16 to go. And they're letting her shoot here, and she shouldn't be shooting because that's 5 fouls. And the officials gave her the basketball, and Riley Renfro is going to come into the game. To the free throw line. Tidwell, she will shoot 2. The first free throw is good. I apologize for the chuckle, but it has just been one of those nights. There's just no doubt about that. Free throw up and no good, and a rebound is saved in bounds. No, it is not. It'll be John Hardin it'll be Grayson County basketball. I think the Lady Cougar fans would have wanted McAllister to be called for going over the back of the Lady Cougar player. Renfro, and a foul is going to be called here, and a couple players here talking this over, and I like it. Allie Jennings' mom on the far side is not happy as her daughter was knocked down, and a foul is called on John Hardin. I think it's called on Tidwell. This is one of these games that you wish that the Rowdy Cougs were here because they'd be loving it. They'd be loving this. Sharon Tidwell right now is talking with the official, and she has to be careful. She does have a technical foul in her back pocket. So, I mean, she gets another one. She's theoretically ejected from the game, and free throw is no good by Jennings. And that was a 1-and-1. So it is John Hardin basketball, 46-39, 4:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. Inside, shot off the right side is good by Tidwell. Sharon Tidwell makes that basket. Briley Renfro to pass in. She scans, she throws it, and it's taken away by Tidwell. Tidwell down the right side, pulls up in the lane. The shot, no good. McAllister with a rebound, and a foul is called underneath. If that's on McAllister, that'll be her fifth. That is on McAllister. She fouls out of the game with 5 fouls and 5 points. She didn't like the call whatsoever. She's going to walk all the way down, and is she headed into the locker room? She is. No, I thought she was. She just walked almost as if she was going to the locker room, and they're going to talk this over here. And they're going to give free throws here to Grayson County. I guess, did they call it technical? They must have. They must have called a technical foul on John Hardin. Nope, I guess not. Now John Hardin's joining her on the free throw line. Your guess is as good as mine, watching with us at home. Free throw by Riggs is good. That I do know. That the ball went through the net. I can tell you that much. Riggs has 15 points. This would make it a 7-point Grayson County lead. The free throw is up and good. Grayson County leads this 48-41, 3:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. To the left wing, a 3, stepping into it off the left side is no good by Jackson. Rebound is thrown away. Van Meter tries to get there, but can't. It'll be John Hardin with the basketball back. 48-41. Tidwell drives in, shot is up, no good, but a foul is called from the near side of the floor. And it's called on Allie Jennings. That is her 4th, at least I think. I don't know. I think I have her with 4 fouls. By this point, I think that our camera operator, Alex Cook's about to pick up a foul, and our director, Cole Snyder, might be picking up about 3 fouls here by how this game's going by the end of the evening. To the free throw line will be Tidwell. She will shoot 2. The first one is good. This is now my 4th year doing Lady Cougar basketball, and I've still yet to pick up a foul. But I'm not sure I've seen a game quite like this one, so you never know. And it is in and out. Tidwell misses it, and it is rebounded by Jennings underneath for Grayson. Jennings to Renfro. As Sydney Perkins has already fouled out of the game for Grayson County, John Hardin has had a pair of players foul out of this game with McAllister and also Rihanna Butler. Riggs on the right wing, steps into the 3. It's no good, short, and the rebound running out of real estate. Reagan Cave made an effort to go grab it, but ran out of room. And it is going to go back here towards John Hardin ball. 3:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. It is 48-42. Grayson County leads John Hardin. Parker over to the far side. 3, right side, no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Grayson County ball. 48-42, 2 minutes, 56 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. Into Riggs on the far side. Riggs to Renfro. Renfro weaves through down here to the near side, Van Meter. Van Meter picks up her dribble on the right wing, out front to Riggs. Riggs drives down the floater with the right hand, no good. Rebound underneath Tidwell for John Hardin. Tidwell pushes up the far side of the floor. Hurries it up down the right lane. The floater off the right side is good, and count the basket as a foul is going to be called underneath on Grayson County. Sharon Tidwell taking over in this fourth quarter. Foul called on Van Meter. That is her 3rd. And trying to convert on the N1 will be Sharon Tidwell. If she makes this, it'd make it a 3-point game. The free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Cave for Grayson. Cave will put it on the floor. She picks it up and gives it back now to Van Meter. Van Meter gives it to Riggs. Riggs crosses the timeline at the logo, and she almost has it picked away, and Tidwell is called for the foul. Tidwell didn't like it, and she got very lucky that I think that the official did not see her spike the ball, because usually some officials, if they see a spike, will say that's an automatic technical. For Tidwell, that is her fourth, I think. I don't know. I'm almost not even going to try and bring you foul totals anymore, because I'm not even sure who's got how many fouls and how many I've got, how many our camera operator's got, how many our director has. I have no idea. What I do know is Arissa Riggs will go to the free throw line. She's going to shoot 2. She's made her last 4, and of course the announcer jinx kicks in, and she misses that one. Riggs to the line. The free throw is up and in and out. She misses them both. John Hardin trails 48-44, 2:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. On the right side, Kettlehake. Kettlehake gives it over to the far side, an interior pass into Tidwell, who is out of bounds. Allie Jennings with great defense. Grayson County's going to get the basketball back. 2:10 to go. They lead by 4. Into Riggs. Riggs back now to Renfro. Renfro, a jump pass to Van Meter, who goes high up to grab it. Van Meter loses it as she crosses the timeline, and it's taken away by John Hardin to Tidwell. Tidwell runs in, and an offensive foul is called on Sharon Tidwell. Running over Sutton Van Meter, and for Tidwell, that'll be 5. At least I think. Sutton Van Meter gets up a little slow. I believe that's 5, because that's 4 personal and a technical, which I believe would count it as 5. Sutton Van Meter will check out of the game to a standing ovation. Well, I guess maybe not. I don't know. Renfro into Riggs. Riggs up the near side, a jump pass to Cave. Cave wide open layup down the right side is fouled by Tidwell from behind. And Tidwell immediately helps up Reagan Cave. And Tidwell, that I know will definitely foul her out of the game. So Cave will go to the free throw line. Sharon Tidwell picks up the foul. That is 15 points is how many she fouls out with. Nicole Coleman is talking right now, and Tidwell's not happy with something, and I don't know. What I do know is Cave will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, and Adriana Mitchell will check in for John Hardin. This will be her first career varsity appearance. Reagan Cave will go to the line to shoot 2. The senior, first one is good. It is 49-44, Grayson County with a lead. 1:54 to play, and Nicole Coleman's going to take a timeout. With 1:54 to go, and let's see if it's a full timeout, we'll take it with her. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
And someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Cave's free throw is up into the air, and it is no good. She misses it. Grayson County 49, John Hardin 44, 150 to go here in tonight's game. To the free throw line, to Kettlehake. She drives down the left lane. The shot is good for Kettlehake off the left side. It is a 3-point Grayson County lead. Renfro into Riggs. Riggs loses the basketball, and a fight for it is going to be a foul called on John Hardin. Right now, Nicole Coleman and Todd Johnston are talking.